have a favourite wild animal? You know, the kind of animal that you might find in the jungle or in the desert. Maybe you admire it because of its speed or the way it looks or the kind of noise it makes. Hello everyone, I'm Kathleen Pelly. Welcome to Journey with Story. Well, some of you might have answered my question by saying that your favourite animal was a lion or a tiger, or maybe a giraffe or an elephant or a kangaroo or chimpanzee. Today's episode is a nonsense poem about a most unusual type of creature, a fantastical, whimsical, made-up creature that none of the other animals can figure out what it is exactly. It's a fun nonsense poem by Edward Lear, and I bet it will paint some pretty amazing pictures in your mind as you listen. Announcement time. Everyone gather round, mums and dads too, please. Are you ready? Okay. Now, since this month is back to school time for many, many, many of you, and of course, since a lot of you are now going to be back in the classroom in person after being away for such a long time online, this is a very exciting time for you. I know I've been hearing from a lot of teachers and a lot of parents and a lot of students that they can't wait to get back into school and see all their friends in person. So, to celebrate all of our students and teachers, we are offering a very special, free 30-minute Zoom author's visit to one teacher and her class from me. I will do a presentation to students about writing, reading, telling and listening to stories and why that is so important in our lives. And I can also include a reading of one of my published books. So, to be entered into a drawing for a chance to win this special Zoom visit for your class, look at the episode notes and you'll see all the details there. Oh, thanks to all of our listeners who have been rating, reviewing and sharing this podcast. Let's take a journey with The Scroobius Pip by Edward Lear. The Scroobius Pip went out one day when the grass was green and the sky was grey. Then all the beasts in the world came round when the Scroobius Pip sat down on the ground. The cat and the dog and the kangaroo, the sheep and the cow and the guinea pig too. The wolf, he howled. The horse, he neighed. The little pig squeaked and the donkey brayed. And when the lion began to roar, there never was heard such a noise before. And every beast, he stood on the tip of his toes to look at the Scroobius Pip. At last they said to the fox, "By far you're the wisest beast, you know you are. Go close to the Scroobius Pip and say, 'Tell us all about yourself, we pray, for as yet we can't make out in the least if you're fish, or insect, or bird, or beast.'" The Scroobius Pip looked vaguely round and sang these words with a rumbling sound. "Chippity-flip, Flippity-chip. My only name is the Scroobius Pip. The Scroobius Pip from the top of a tree saw the distant jelly-bolly, and all the birds in the world came there, flying in crowds all through the air. The vulture and eagle, the cock and the hen, the ostrich, the turkey, the snipe and the wren. The parrot chattered, the blackbird sung, and the owl looked wise, but held his tongue. And when the peacock began to scream, the hullabaloo was quite extreme. And every bird, he fluttered the tip of his wing as he stared at the Scroobius Pip. At last they said to the owl, "By far, you're the wisest bird, you know you are. Fly close to the Scroobius Pip and say, 'Explain all about yourself, we pray, for as yet we've neither seen nor heard if you're fish or insect, beast or bird.'" The Scroobius Pip looked gaily round and sang these words with a chirpy sound. "Chippity-flip, flippity-chip, my only name is the Scroobius Pip." The Scroobius Pip went into the sea by the beautiful shore of the Jelly-Bolly. All the fish in the world swam round with a splashy, squashy, spluttery sound. The sprat, the herring, the turbot too, the shark, the sole, the mackerel blue, the flounder sputtered, the cuttlefish huffed, the lovable, fluffable puffer fish puffed, and when the whale began to spout, they gave a redoubling, bubbling shout. And every fish, he shook the tip of his tail as he gazed on the Scroobius Pip. At last they said to the whale, "By far you're the biggest fish, you know you are. Swim close to the Scroobius Pip and say, 'Tell us all about yourself, we pray, for to know from yourself is our only wish. Are you beast or insect, bird or fish?'" The Scroobius Pip looked softly round and sang these words with a liquid sound. "Pliffity-flip, pliffity-flip, my only name is the Scroobius Pip." The Scroobius Pip sat under a tree by the silent shores of the Jelly-Bolly. All the insects in all the world about the Scroobius Pip entwhirled. Cicadas and beetles with purple eyes, gnats and pestilential flies, grasshoppers, butterflies, spiders too, wasps and bees and dragonflies blue. And when the gnats began to hum, the firmament bounced like a dismal drum, and every insect curled the tip of his snout as he looked at the Scroobius Pip. At last they said to the ant, "By far you're the wisest insect, you know you are. Creep close to the Scroobius Pip and say, 'Tell us all about yourself, we pray, for we can't find out and we can't tell why. If you're beast or fish or a bird or a fly, The Scroobius Pip turned quickly round and sang these words with a whistly sound. Whizzipy-whip, whizzipy-whip. My only name is the Scroobius Pip. And all the beasts that walk on the ground danced in a circle round and round, and all the birds that fly in the air flew round and round in a circle there, and all the fish in the jelly-bully swam in a circle about the sea, and all the insects that creep or go buzzed in a circle to and fro. And they roared and sang and whistled and cried, till the noise was heard from side to side. Chippity-dip, chippity-dip, its only name is the Scroobius Pip. Wasn't that a fun, nonsensical poem? You might like to try and memorize a few verses. And if any of you are inspired to do a drawing or a painting of the Scroobius Pip, do send them to us so that we can share. Cheerio then. Join me next time for Journey with Story.